This is part 2 of documenting the assembly process for the first electromechanical prototype. We are at the stage now where we have mounted the PCBs to the endoskeleton and exoskeleton, and now we're going to fold the exoskeleton over the top of the endoskeleton here. Before we fully fold down the back, I think I'm going to go ahead and attach the bookend rails to the side here. These same M3 socket screws were going to be used on the bolt-ons as well. So the same Allen key that comes with the device you can use to remove these bookend rails if you like to. And of course, when these socket screws are fully engaged, they're slightly recessed so that whenever you do attach a bolt-on to the bookend rails, it can slide right over the top of them, no problem. And we specifically upgraded these from M2 to M3 and from machine screw to socket screw to make sure that they are very high torque, because we don't want to have any users that are accidentally stripping these. And it should just slide right over the top. Yep. And then the set screw will be that exact same, just another M3 screw that will tighten that down. It pulls this bolt-on away from the rail, making it very, very solid. And of course, these bookend rails are also going to be aluminum. It will use the same extrusion die as the bookend rails that I already showed you for the QWERTY-based rails. All right, let's fold the back down. Notice this little crease there. It should fold down and pull the thumb boards right into place. Very nice. So we've got 2 more screws on the back to just further secure the exoskeleton to the endoskeleton. And another bookend rail attaching to the exoskeleton. So we've made exoskeletons before that have bookend rail attachment slots on the top and then multiple bookend spots on the side here. But after sort of seeing this on here, I think we might just have a nice clean surface on both. The back bookend rail is really useful because when you have these 3 kind of tripods for any tilting or slope you want to add, and then also for things like a palm rest, like we were imagining you would be able to attach onto the top, you can have a sort of like an arch that can come from the back as well. So if we do release an official forge hand rest or palm rest, we can work with the back here to give a good solution. It can still rest on the top here, but I don't think it necessarily needs to attach as long as it's bolted on very firmly onto this rail on the back here. And of course we can make the caps out of pretty much any material we want, but for this build where we're just fitment testing, I'm just going to use the plastic ones. And so it doesn't slide around all over the place. Now we got to put the rubber feet on the bottom. And these switches are so robust that I don't really have to worry about putting too much weight on them or anything. They have, what is it, 200 times the lifespan of the Camcorder 1 switches, and the stems are custom designed to be about probably at least 8 times thicker. No matter how confident you are that everything is going to fit together, and no matter how perfect everything looks on the computer, it's always a big relief and is great to see in reality, to touch it, to feel it, and to have everything fit exactly like you expect it to. Still a lot to do though. This sort of marks leaving the design phase and moving into the manufacturing phase, where we actually need to start building with the finishing materials, figuring out the final surface finishes, figuring out there's some foams and things that I've ordered to dial in the sound profile, and just a couple minor things that we need to tweak to make sure that we can efficiently and consistently produce the exact same product. But this will probably be the last prototype that we show before the official campaign launch, at least that's fully assembled, because even though we're doing daily updates, I still want to have a nice surprise reveal at the start of the campaign, and we're getting pretty close to that. Thank you so much to everybody who's already supported the campaign at forgekeyboard.com to help to bring this project to life. Until next time, this is day 64 of Camcorder updates every day until the whole world can type at the speed of thought.